Okay, plowing snow before we get some near zero temps because I want to freeze on the road or in the driveway. Here you can hear me start up the diesel. It's been sitting, no heat in it. It's only about 25 degrees, so it's not too bad. Here I pull out of the garage with drop the blade, put it in float position, and angle it over full and just put her down, see how she's working. One thing I've noticed is that even at 2300 RPM in high gear, it could use more speed. I think the virtue of having only used this a couple times, the second time here, now it will pick up the speed, and you'll see it later on. I take the RPM up to as high as 2700 RPM and get some speed out of it. In fact, I even did 2900. So we're going to putter along here, but I'll crank up the speed of the video just to reduce the amount of time you're forced to watch me putter. And you'll see that. So here comes the speed now, 2 times, but still only at about 2300 high gear. Again, float position. The blade's a 54-inch with Artillian rubber wings on both ends and a rubber cutting edge. That takes the full plow and turns it into a 66-inch. I like having a rubber edge so I don't, if I hit something, I'm not going to destroy it. Excuse me. Here we turn it around and angle it to the side. A little more RPM. It's amazing I can clean these two drives. One's about 300 feet, and the paved one, which I'm turning into right now, is maybe 200 feet, and this is blacktop. And it peels off and cleans pretty easy, especially when you don't have this much snow. I've got it to the point now where I can float it, the front blade, and that seems to work the best. I don't understand how people say they can gauge it and with variation in the ground. So just relax and enjoy for a while. I'll come back and talk to you in a minute. I like the higher RPM of the engine in high gear and have it floored. You get used to how this thing handles with a plow on it, and it handles it quite well. Of course, this isn't much snow, but you kind of want to get it done as quickly as possible. I like the idea that I can do all this driveway, this 200-foot paved one, and the 300-foot not paved, and in front of my house. I can do it in about 20 minutes. That's how long this video is in real time without speeding it up. And that's pretty nice to have. If I was out snowblowing with my regular snowblower, this driveway alone would take about an hour to go up and down and do the job. Here we go. We just keep angling the blade to get around the corners, drop it in float position, and then push the snow off to the side. It's been so mild this winter, and this is the first night that it's going to go down to near zero. So I want to get all this snow off so it didn't freeze solid, and then create a hockey rink. Here we are just pushing the snow on the side of the road. My neighbor next to me, which is on the east side, he likes to plow his house and in front of his place. using his Polaris plow with a nice cab on it and everything else. And he just prefers it his own way. He's a good guy, I've known him for over 20 years. He just prefers not to have any help, which is okay by me. It's a minimal amount of snow, but like I say, I'm trying to get the snow off the ground so when it freezes, it won't be a giant hockey rink. And the real reason I'm doing this is I like doing it. It's fun. It's not freezing cold, and this is a very effective snow removal system that I'm just getting used to using. I could appreciate putting a blade on the front loader, but the front loader gets so much longer with the plow on it. And then you put a front loader, leave your front loader on, then you need ballast. So the whole footprint of the tractor gets bigger, and it cramps me in my garage where I like to store this. So this is just perfect for my flatland. There are no huge hills or anything else. And plus to angle the blade on the additional front loader one requires either a third function or a diverter valve, or you hijack the curl hydraulic fitting to be able to move the blade back and forth. And if I wanted to just jump off and keep changing the angle of the blade, I just use my rear blade and do it that way. So this is just perfect for my minimal snowfall area. We get a total of 43 inches a year, which is fine. It's what it is here in southeastern Michigan. Now the rest now I just pretty much just clean up. It's easy to float the front blade, doesn't tear up too bad, and gets all the snow out of the way. And then, of course, when I put the tractor away, I'll throw out some salt to keep the ice from forming right where I park. I'll do a little back blading with it. It's pretty effective this way. Make it as small a footprint as possible, because then later on I can move the car in a position so I can use it without having to walk out so far when it's cold. Anyway, enjoy. Well, we're getting close to finishing up here. So then we're pushing the snow off to the side. A nice little slow pass here. You see how close I can get to my minivan without scraping it. And if you'll notice that those rubber wings, if they do touch, they may scrape the paint, but they aren't going to dent the heck out of it, which is a real plus. You never know when you're going to have a condition where you could slide into it and really do some damage. So more cleanup. The blade does a nice job of diverting all the snow. I'll push some snow over there off to the side. Getting real close to being done. Okay, we're going to park it now and point out a couple little things in the tractor or in the front blade. Thanks for watching. Bye. Yeah, that's not too bad. Took just a few minutes. There you go. Here's the Artillian wings. Artillian cutting edge underneath. Other wing full length is 66 inches. Anyway, that's all, folks.